everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we're making this super simple project. It is an elf ear. I know they don't really look like elf ears right now, but when they are on a hat or on a headband, these definitely look great as elf ears. And this is for a costume I am making. So I just thought I would show you how to make one of these, and then you can just make another one and make 2 ears for an elf project if you wanted to do it for a Halloween project. So I'm just going to get into the supplies and then we'll get right into making these. So I'm using Red Heart Super Saver yarn. Big thank you to them for providing this yarn today. This is a worsted weight size 4 medium yarn, and you can choose any color you want for your ears, but I'm going to use the color Buff, which is like a light tan color. I want this to look kind of like a natural skin tone, and that's the closest I can get to the skin tone, like light peach-ish, I guess, light tan. But I mean, these I was actually thinking about it, that these would also look good as like Yoda ears if you made them in like the green Yoda color. If you went like this and just made them across onto a hat or something, that would be a cool Yoda ear. But I want it to be more of an elf ear, so I kind of shaped it more like this and kind of pinched it a little bit to make it look more like an elf-ish ear. So that's the yarn I'm using. I'm going to use a G size hook, which is 4 millimeters. Now this specific hook that I'm going to use is super fancy. It's ergonomic, hand carved, and it is made by the Etsy shop Would Be Fancy. I'll put the link in the description of this video. I've been using this a lot this year and I absolutely love these hooks. So you can get your own. These hooks are fixed in there, and you can use them like this if you hold your hook like me, like this, and you can also hold it like this if you hold your hook more like a pen. So I mean, they're very versatile and they're really great for anybody if you have, you know, arthritis or carpal tunnel. They're great hooks. So this one specifically is a G6. It is a 4.25 millimeter hook. You can go up to an H size hook, which is 5 millimeters on this ear, and that's totally fine. So that's the hook we're going to use. You're going to need a scissors, a yarn needle. I'm using an extra piece of yarn for my stitch marker, but you can use a legit stitch marker if you want to, and I'll link to a legit stitch marker if you want to use those little plastic ones. That's totally fine too. And then I have my little measure tape here. I'll link to this as well, just for measuring the ear. The ears I'm making are about 6 inches, almost 6 inches long, okay, which is about 13 or 14 centimeters long, and then the widest part of my ear is only like 2.5 inches, okay, and that's what, 6 centimeters? A little over 6 centimeters. So that's how big the largest part of my ear is. But we're gonna start from this point and then work our way up to this point. So let's just get right into it. I do want to mention before we start is there are links in the description of this video. So there's a link to the pattern if you want to get the written pattern for this. There's also a link to my Facebook and Instagram, so make sure you check that out and share your photos, share your Halloween costume ideas, and also follow me on Snapchat. I'm YARNutopia there. And I do have to say a big thank you to my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time to make this video with us. So let's grab our yarn and our hook and let's just get right into it. So I'm going to start out with this yarn here. We're going to make a slip knot. So put your short end over your long end and then fold this down and then pull that right through there. Okay, just like that. And then insert your hook into that loop and pull that, and we can begin. So let's start out by chaining 2, so yarn over and pull through 1 and 2, and in the second chain from the hook we are going to put 6 single crochets in there. So go right into that chain right there, okay, yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook. Okay, that's a single crochet. So we're going to do 6 of those in there. So that was 1, so go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 2. Here's another one for 3 and 4, 5, and 6. Alright, now is where we're going to bring in that stitch marker. I'm going to stick the stitch marker in right there to mark my rounds, okay? Now if you need to, count back 6. We are going to work into the first single crochet right there, and we're just putting 1 single crochet into each stitch around. So yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, this is round 2 now, so go in there, make a single crochet. Go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Hop to the next, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And the next stitch, right like that, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, we have 2 stitches left here. Just single crochet in each stitch around for round 2. Then what we're going to do for round 3 is I'm going to kind of move this around here so you can see that it's going to bowl up a little bit, and that's what we want. So now we're going to move our stitch marker up, go into this first stitch here, okay, and we're going to now increase by putting 2 single crochets in the first stitch. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, then go back into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Now in the rest of the stitches around, we're going to just put 1 single crochet. So on round 3, we'll actually have 7 stitches around. So I'm just going to single crochet in each one of these, and then I'll meet you up for round 4. Alright, so that was round 3 there. I have 7 stitches around. Going on to round 4, we are going to just put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So just put 1 single crochet in this first stitch. Oh, you know what? I didn't even move up my stitch marker. So let me do that first. Move up the stitch marker and then put 1 single crochet in each stitch around, which should be 7 stitches. Okay, so I'm just going to do that, just an easy single crochet all the way around, and then we'll go on to round 5. Alright, moving my stitch marker up for round 5, we are going to increase by repeating round 3. So let's put 2 single crochets in the first stitch right here. 1, and go back in there for 2, and then just put 1 single crochet in the rest of the stitches around, which should be 6 stitches left. So then at the end of round 5, we're going to have 8 stitches around. Okay, so we increased by 1 on this round. So I'll do that, and then I'll meet you up for round 6. Alright, moving my stitch marker up, going on to round 6, we are going to just put 1 single crochet in each stitch around for a total of 8 stitches. So basically just repeating round 4 for round 6. So now I'm going to explain to you the next rounds. Round 7 is a repeat of round 3, so we're going to increase to 9 stitches on round 7. Then round 8 is a repeat of round 4, where we're just going to single crochet around for a total of 9 stitches. Then round 9 and 10 are the same. We're going to repeat again round 3 and 4. So increase to 10 stitches for round 9, and then round 10 is just a single crochet in each stitch around for 10 stitches. So that'll be easy to remember. Round 10 has 10 stitches. And then round 11 is going to increase to 11 stitches by just putting 2 single crochets in the first stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the rest of the stitches. And then for round 12, we're just putting 1 single crochet in each stitch around. Okay, so you kind of get the point there. It's like every other row is an increase. So this row, next row I'm doing is an increase. This is round 7, so I'm increasing to 9 stitches here. I put 2 single crochets in there, and then just 1 single crochet in each stitch around. Okay, so I'm doing round 7 right now. We just have to repeat rounds 3 and 4 until we have 12 stitches. Okay, so for round 13, we're going to increase to 12 stitches, and then round 14 is just a single crochet around. So I'm going to repeat rounds 3 and 4 until I have 12 stitches around. So if you need to rewind this to see how I did the increase, that's totally cool. Just increase 1 stitch every other round. And you can follow along with the written pattern if you need to see how many stitches should be on each round. That link to the written pattern is in the description of this video on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, check out the description and you'll see the link to the written pattern is right in the description of this video. So I'm just going to repeat that, and once I finish round 14, I'll have the 12 stitches around, and then I'll meet you up and we'll go on to increasing a different way, but we'll increase regardless for round 15. Alright, I just finished round 14, so I have 12 stitches around here now. So this is what your piece should look like somewhat. So now, going on to round 15, I'm going to move my stitch marker up. We're going to increase 6 times on this round, okay? So what we're going to do is put 2 single crochets in the first stitch right here. So put 2 single crochets in there, 1 and 2. And then we're going to put 1 single crochet in the next stitch. So go in there, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2. And then we're just going to repeat that sequence all the way around. So put 2 single crochets in the next stitch, 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet in the stitch after that. So go in there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and again, 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next. So do that all the way around. You should have 18 single crochets at the end of round 15. Oops, I'm stuck here. There we go. So do that all the way around, and then I will meet you up for round 16. Alright, just finished that round there, so I have 18 stitches around now. So going on to round 16 and 17, we are not increasing. For rounds 16 and 17, we're just going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch around for the next 2 rounds. So I'm going to do that, and we're not increasing, just putting 1 single crochet just like this in each stitch. So again, for round 16, you'll have 18 stitches around, and for round 17 you'll have 18 stitches around. But then I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 18 and increase. Alright, I just finished rounds 16 and 17 there. So now going on to round 18, I'm moving my stitch marker up and we are going to increase. We're going to put 2 single crochets in this first stitch right here. So go into there, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2, and go back into there, then yarn over, pull through, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, now we're just going to put 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So 1, and next one just gets 1. And then we'll repeat that sequence all the way around. So put 2 single crochets in the next stitch, 1 and 2, okay, and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, 1 and 1. Okay, that sequence works all the way around. So at the end of round 18, we'll have 24 single crochets all the way around. So do that sequence all the way around, and then I'll meet you up for round 19. Alright, I have 24 stitches all the way around. This is what your piece should look like so far. So going on to rounds 19 through 23, so the next 5 rounds, we are going to just put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. Alright, so no increasing anymore. That was our last increase. So we're just going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around for the next 5 rounds, which is rounds 19 through 23. So when I finish round 23, I'll meet you up, because on round 24, we're actually going to start decreasing. Alright, I just did rounds 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23, just putting 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So now I'm going to move my stitch marker up, and we are going to start decreasing. So for round 24, we are going to single crochet 2 together. So this first stitch here, we're going to go in, and we're going to yarn over and pull through, and then go directly into the next stitch right here, and then yarn over and pull that through. Pull that yarn through, there we go. So you have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops. Okay, that is a single crochet 2 together, or a single crochet decrease. Now we're just going to single crochet in the next 2 stitches, just a regular single crochet. So 1 in the next, and then 1 in the next. Okay, and then we'll just repeat that sequence all the way around. So single crochet 2 together, so go into this next stitch, yarn over, pull through, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 of the loops on your hook, and then single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Okay, so repeat that all the way around, and then at the end of this round, round 20, what is this, 24, sorry, round 24, we are going to have 18 stitches around. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll meet you up for round 25. Alright, just finishing round 24 here. Let's go on to round 25. Let's move our stitch marker up. So I have 18 stitches right now. We're going to decrease again. So this is what your piece should look like so far. Okay, so let's single crochet 2 together. So go into this first stitch, yarn over, pull through, go into the next, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, and now we're just going to put 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Okay, and then we'll just repeat that sequence all the way around. So single crochet 2 together, and then single crochet in the next stitch, just a regular single crochet. Here we go. So then single crochet 2 together, and then single crochet in the next stitch. Okay, so this is round 25. So we should have 12 stitches at the end of this round, just repeating that sequence. And I'm going to do the rest of these stitches here, and then I'll meet you up for round 26. Alright, you can see this hole is now getting smaller and smaller, so this is what your piece should look like so far. So now we are going to decrease one last time. Let's single crochet 2 together 6 times. So if you need to move your stitch marker up, you can. And let's put our hook in this first stitch here, then yarn over, pull through, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And do that 6 times. So go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, go into the next, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. That's our second one. Okay, single crochet 2 together. This is our third one. It's going to get really tight and kind of difficult to work with, but this is our last round, so we're good. We got this. You got this. Okay, there's our fourth one. We have 2 more. Single crochet 2 together. Alright, on to the last one here. Single crochet 2 together. Awesome. We did it. Now, all we have to do is, you can remove your stitch marker if you'd like. If it is stuck in your work. Oh my gosh, did I just crochet this into my work? There we go. Okay, now we are going to fasten off, you're going to flatten this out here, kind of like this, and we're going to go into this next stitch right here, and then the one straight across from it. So you can see here, there's our stitch, and we're going to go straight across to this one here. You can see that there's 2 stitches here, so it's the 1st and 4th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 4, we're going to go across to there, then yarn over, pull that through both of those stitches, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Then to fasten off, I like to chain 1. We're going to grab our scissors. I'm going to cut this yarn. Now if you want to sew this to a hat, I would recommend you cutting a long strand. But if you're not sewing it to a hat, no big deal. You can see I am pulling this all the way through and pulling tight. Okay, and then we're going to just flatten our piece, kind of stretch it out and shape it to the ear shape that we need it to be. Okay, just like that. Look at how awesome that looks. So now what you can do is use this strand to sew onto a hat, and if you're not going to sew it, I'm not going to sew mine, I'm going to probably safety pin mine so it can be interchangeable on different hats, but I am going to sew in this end. If you're not sewing this to something, you can just go in between the two layers. Okay, you can kind of just pull them apart like this, and then go inside of the ear, and just sew this end in, then cut any extra, and then stretch it out, and then again, shape it to the shape you need it to be. And there is your elf ear. So all you need to do is just rewind this, make another one exactly like it, so you have 2 ears, just like that. And there they are. How fabulous. That was easy. It's such an easy, quick project, and they're so much fun for the Halloween, or even for, you know, elf, like an elfin kind of Santa kind of thing you could do for the holidays. So, I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do with elf ears. They're so silly and just a fun, quick, easy project. So, thank you so much for watching and learning how to make this. Big thank you to Red Heart Yarns for providing the yarn for this project. Big thank you to my dad for filming it and editing it and taking the photos and all that good stuff. And thanks to you for watching. Make sure to check out the links in the description of this video. Subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. Thank you to all who are supporting YARNutopia. You guys are the best. So I wish you luck in your next crochet project. Happy hooking!